as I ever could, completely energized. You know,
Well, it
Well,
makes
how? I
me a
mean,
little
what's the pie
cranky.
chart look like?
I don't know, bro. I don't know, but we are live. Koala Bear Gang.
And Dom, you're just what? You're 100% blue cranky.
No, I'm cranky. I just I've been having a semi-relaxing weekend. I like to get a
Oh,
little work
good.
done on
Yeah,
the weekends. With my art and stuff. Spent the
calms you
day.
down.
Yeah, well, I think it's good to take at least a
Finally.
day. Usually, it's a Sunday to clean. It's cliche, but
Hmm.
cleaning your room, cleaning up your space, decluttering, it really is good for the old mental health.
That's
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 very
your
pretty.
clean day.
That's
That's your
very
clean
pretty.
day.
Usually a Sunday, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
maybe
weird.
Saturday. Yeah,
Mine's
just
Saturday.
depends.
Mine's Saturday.
First
If
thing,
I could get
first
it,
thing in the weekend
I don't know what it
for me.
is. I don't know. Maybe I'm very
Sometimes it's a
pioneer
Saturday.
or early settler in my behavior, but I
Hmm.
just like I've always been strict on trying to make Sunday relaxation day, and I feel like
Yeah,
Saturday is extracurricular day where you get things you
I know what you mean.
want to do and have to do done, so you can rest
Yeah,
on Sunday and be good to
that's good.
reset the week on Monday.
The Lord's Day.
I think
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
interesting that we
but
all
now it's
have
my day because I don't go to
routines.
church that often anymore.
Well, I wouldn't say mine is such a set schedule. It just happens to fall on a Sunday because, like Josh said, like Saturday, I get some of the stuff I want to do. It's Sunday, other than Koala Bear Gang, of course. I'm kind of like, okay. Usually by then I'm kind of burnt out on the screen and working. So I'm like, okay, it's going to
Hmm.
be a low screen day.
Right.
And what do I end up
That's my
doing?
idea. Yeah,
It's cleaning. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. Tim, what about you? Were you cleaning today?
I use my reminders app, and I'll just get the first thing on the weekend. I'll wake up to the notifications about okay, this is probably what needs to be done. Sometimes it's not accurate. It's just a good way to check on stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. Don't let the
There's
phone tell you what to
God,
do.
Yeah,
there's a
not
lot to
completely at
clean.
least.
Not
Yeah, think for
completely, but it's a
yourself.
good way to. I mean, there's a lot to clean, so I sometimes I'm paranoid I'm gonna miss something.
And this is Saturday. These are your Saturdays.
Oh man, this is the first thing I wake up. Well, Friday for me because I have a
Friday.
4-day week.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
sick, dude. Man,
Oh,
hopefully one
I'm
day I can
nice.
set myself up like that. That'd be sick as shit.
Right.
I have a 4-day week coming up this week.
It means I have no time on the other days though,
Really? Damn.
because
Yeah.
well, the hours are extended on the days, so I
Well,
get
yeah.
40 hours a
Is
week
is
anyway.
tomorrow
That
is
makes
tomorrow
sense.
President's Day or something?
It's Martin Luther. It's Fig
MLK?
Newton Day
Yeah.
Yes.
and MLK Day.
Did you say?
Figuring
Did
an
he say big?
MLK.
No, it's Fig Newton Day apparently. On the
Fig
same
Newton
day
Day.
as MLK Day, and that's a conspiracy. I think.
Well, no,
I don't know
of
what yet.
course.
I don't know what yet,
There's a
but I
reason.
feel like there's a conspiracy to that. But we will move on.
You guys like Fig Newtons?
No.
Yeah,
They're not bad.
you know what?
I'm okay with them.
That's a good question, right? Does
There's
anyone really
better
like
stuff.
Fig Newtons? Because it's like you don't not like them, but if anything else, like my job
There's
had
a lot of
Fig
options
Newton
out
party.
there, and it's like,
Right.
why would you choose the Fig Newton?
Like my job had a
Right.
Fig Newton party, right? Bought one pack of Fig Newtons for all
What
three
party?
shifts. A Fig
Yeah.
Newton party to celebrate before. Bought one pack, right? I thought
Yeah.
that's not going to be enough. It was more than enough because nobody ate the Fig Newtons. So like,
Here's the
At the
thing.
Fig Newton party.
Fig Newtons, like Josh said, I don't really know many people who dislike them, but I don't know anyone who's really like, oh, you know what I really crave is some Fig Newtons.
Right.
Like I fiend for Oreos. People like love that, but a Fig Newton, it's like you eat it if it's there. They're very sweet though. Like, and things like Oreos and whatnot, they are too. But like, I don't know. There's like nothing to them, so you can just like wolf them down if you're not careful. But a Fig Newton, I don't know. They're like hurts your teeth sweet.
mm,
You know what I
with
mean?
the, with, the,
Say
with
it.
the in with the filling,
What's
but
it's just
then-
like it's a little fig jelly, yeah.
and it's too sweet, and then on the outside, it's this texture that is too dry.
It's like that granola, yeah, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like it's like this. It's the center is it's the center is not
It's like this. It's like this.
the center is not what you want it to be. Almost, it's like it's hard to explain what you taste when you eat a Fig Newton, right?
I know what you mean. Well, a little bit of fig, a little bit of Newton.
Yeah, but it's just like
Who?
doesn't it like kind of like prick your tongue in a way?
No, I kind of know what you mean. It's they're a little bit like as sweet as they are. There's a little bit of that like fruit tartness to it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's actually making me like want one.
Acid, acidic,
Yeah.
the acidity.
And that's the
Yeah.
thing. That's the thing. I feel
Yeah.
like that's where
Yeah.
the roads are crossed. It depends. You realize that's what it's about, and it's like, yeah, I feel like I want that, or I don't want that at all, and that's why fig Newtons are so polarizing. We figured it out
Yeah.
once again. Wow. For
And our
free.
powers
Wow,
of
that's
deduction
fucking...
really are unfettered in this economy.
Well, there are something. Fig Newtons, they're an old cookie too. They were around in like the 1800s. They're named after the town.
Yeah.
They're an old cookie, but
So we're solving the mystery of history, really.
I gotta admit there are things out there like Peeps. We talked about. I hate Peeps.
Oh man.
Oh, fuck, Peeps.
Do we all hate? I
That
think
shit
we
is
said that on the
whack.
candy episode, right? We all hate
Yeah.
Peeps.
Pizza. Yeah.
I kind of was writing for him maybe at the time because I used to love them back when I was a
really?
kid and stuff. But
I always wanted to
going
like 'em.
back was not okay.
I always wanted to like them because they looked good. Like they're brightly colored, they're cute, and it just looks like a big like fluffy thing. And you're just thinking as a kid, like, man, I love the idea of that.
Maybe they changed them. You know how they're changing recipes and things on
True.
this? Maybe they changed
I
them.
don't know. It's the spongy texture. It makes me sick. I can't
The
do actually just dry marshmallow.
And
like
they go so stale so quick.
yeah,
I mean,
some
so
people like them
stale.
better that way. Yeah, but I don't either way.
Those people
Sure.
don't get invited
Some people
to
like 'em.
parties.
Yeah. Well, but speaking of
Teach
clean,
their own.
Yeah,
man,
speaking
I
of
don't
people that
know.
might not get invited to parties, one attribute that might make you not get invited to parties is if you're not clean. If you
as we
don't know how
talked
to clean.
about,
Yeah.
that's a segue. That's a
Yeah.
segue right there. We are the segue kings here on
Oh,
Koala Bear Gang.
did we discuss this already? So pass.
Yeah, we did.
Well,
but like,
Tim, we are
Why?
segueing
Why
into
should we watch
something
this?
me and Joshua were talking about in the pre-show. Well, Josh said, he was just watching a little trash TV, a show we like to call 90 Day Fiancé.
yes.
And I admit, I don't watch it often, but I did see an episode, and I was reminiscing to Josh. I said, there's this episode. A lot of guys without self-respect, a lot of people who are very lonely and desperate in this show, and the show really makes a meal out of their low moments. And I remember seeing this guy's apartment on the show, and I think, boy, this guy is he's in a low place. I think the clip speaks for itself. It reminds you the importance
Of how to
keeping it
clean.
clean.
Look at his
keeping a
nasty
keeping a
self.
clean space. So we got just a little table setting here. This guy, very divorced man, I assume. He's got an older daughter.
Even just a little divorced.
He's got a fiance from somewhere in Southeast Asia. I want to say like maybe
For 90
Thailand,
days?
maybe Malaysia.
For someone who
She
hasn't
comes-
Just
seen
look
the
at her.
show, real quick.
She comes from money. She was under the impression he had a pretty good life. Maybe not rich, but she thought, I'm sorry, hey, it's America. He's probably got a house. He's probably got a decent life. And
Is that how they
this
all work?
this is what she's greeted with.
Okay.
About that, 'cause I've tried to teach her to wash your dishes when you're done and put them away.
I've never watched this show before.
This is a good.
It's
This
good
is a good
if
example.
you want to turn your brain off. It's good if you want to.
Oh, TLC is
Make
just
yourself-
become
Yeah,
this
because-
trash
entity.
TV.
Me and my girlfriend got
content
real
machine.
into it during the pandemic when obviously spirits were low, direction was not clear. And so, we get to watch these people's lives kind of still be worse than that.
Right. So you get to
I think
feel
a
like
lot
your
of people
life is
had that
better.
release.
She was
I personally,
There's gonna be things that she
we
has to
can
get used to
we can get into one of
that
what
are
I
gonna
did.
cause frustration.
In the
What?
beginning.
I did a lot of terrible things.
Okay.
And so now because he blamed his daughter because he lives with the daughter in his apartment, he said, "Oh, the mess is because of her." She
Yeah.
thinks that the daughter that she's not met yet
Yeah.
is rude and did it on purpose. And that's not good. That's not a leader of a family. to
Here's
have
the
that
thing.
kind of
Off to a-
turmoil.
it's not off to a-
in the
No
family.
way that's
Go ahead,
all
Doc.
her mess. There's no way that's all her mess.
No way.
The
Look at
daughters.
this. Hold on.
The daughter
Look at
definitely
him.
didn't clean. She should clean.
hey,
It's true.
hey.
But if this guy told me to clean, I wouldn't feel compelled to clean. This doesn't feel like a guy in charge. Oh, we get the bathroom. This
I
is
mean,
where
it
it's
doesn't
bad.
look like he's.
Let me check out this guy's mannerisms and things. He's just not very commanding.
He could use a little alpha male.
Oh no.
Yeah, he said
It was
like.
clean.
Oh, you see that? You see that?
You should know. You should know.
You see that? Watch this wrist. Your wrist is not itchy unless you don't command.
Wrist control.
Exactly. You know that kings wear wristlets to avoid this phenomenon right here we're about to see.
Kings only.
They're never
Right,
insecure.
Emporium
That's
dot com.
the insecure organ lives here. So this is you trying to calm it down when it agitates.
She accuses the daughter of doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
Feels less excited. Popcorn ceilings. Whole place. Oh, the bed.
He
Oh,
she
let's
just
just
sat on
pause.
the room.
Tiny.
Let me just
Very
talk about
tiny.
this bed for a minute. So we got
Yep.
a twin bed, black sheets. Which look, personally, I have gray sheets. They're like light gray on my bed. But I think
That's bullshit.
if you're like a hotel or you have guests, generally speaking, white sheets look the cleanest, or light colored sheets.
All right,
Sometimes,
dude.
like when I see the really dark sheets, I think that's kind of
That's a
college.
little
That's kind of
savage.
dirty. Yeah. Not to mention the guy. So he didn't prepare for a guest. This is why I think he didn't clean himself, and he's blaming it on his daughter because he didn't think, oh yeah, we might want to share a bed. He doesn't get a double. This is what he got in the divorce, the 2 nightstands.
Twin. I'll draw your attention to the collection of swords in the corner as well. She's
Yeah, that's
covering it
true.
right now.
He is ready to fight for her honor, though.
And he
That is
also has what is that? An urn?
That's like an incense thing, I bet.
Yeah, the pink thing, it looks like maybe a
Diffuser?
diffuser. It's probably an air freshener. That place probably stinks.
No.
The carpet. The funny thing is, his room is actually
See,
pretty clean. Like it's.
It's Spartan. I wouldn't say maybe clean, but it's not cluttered.
I would say yeah, it's maybe spared. Like maybe this doesn't
Very
have
basic.
much.
Yeah, very spare.
Peep that Hawaiian
I'm getting-
shirt
I
in
mean,
the
I don't have
closet.
much. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's his one of
Listen,
four.
none of us. Hey, who among
This
us?
Hawaiian shirt, part of the uniform.
It's gonna be like you're gonna be in the living room or I'm gonna be in the living room. That's it.
Whoa,
Yeah.
No.
the dude like just have some. Let's wake up, man. This is not a dream.
True.
Take some control back in your life, dude.
Stop scratching that wrist, man.
Oh,
Nervous,
Alessandro, that's
nervous
right. Does she have a
chick.
son?
I
son
think
and
Does
she
she
does
have a
have
son?
She probably does.
That's
have a
right,
son,
she
man.
does. You know, I forgot. So she's got a young son. And so here's the deal. I remember later in the episode, her parents are like telling the guy, like, hey, we get young son. But you're just typing.
I thought it would.
no.
I thought it would.
Eric's typing
That's forever now.
90
Oh, yeah,
Day
well-
Fiance Eric, and it might come up. So she's got a young son, and the grandparents, they're like, hey, Eric, like, we'll pay for you to get a better place. We don't want, like, our grandson to grow up in this, like, really crappy apartment building. Oh, yeah.
What was?
Calling off the wedding.
It's manipulative, though,
Oh,
She's
right?
from
It might-
Indonesia. She's from Indonesia.
She's like, I do not walk on the goddamn grass. She's like, what is you
That's
doing?
peasant stuff.
Yeah. She's like, what are you doing? Oh, she finally did it.
Oh, she get. Oh.
She.
She's really slumming it, man.
It's manipulative, though, right? Like TLC might be editing this in a way that makes them seem worse than they are.
It's too perfect. It's too perfectly
Oh, yeah.
cringe to be completely
Sure.
organic.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they
I'm
I'm
sure that
sure
some of
they
these people are
contrive
actors, too.
these
Yeah.
situations.
And that hurt a lot.
They definitely.
Look at him. He's like, that hurt my
But the
feelings.
fact is, she's my daughter. She's my responsibility. I love her. I'm gonna take care of my children. I'm gonna be a father to my children.
Wow, that's
You wouldn't know what it's like to be a parent.
per year. Huge.
It is huge.
Oh yeah, you gotta.
$1,000 a year.
Happy.
I'm not expecting you to be happy about it. It is what it is.
What
So
is
you
exactly?
would rather get married with me and make me unhappy about it? Wow.
That face.
going to be unhappy because we're
That's
going to work
awesome.
hard.
You gotta work hard on this. Get our
Yeah, work
futures.
hard. She grew up rich. Like her parents probably
mean,
owned like a palm oil plantation. Like
Yeah, like you're talking to a
she's
rich
like,
girl.
work hard. I can go back to Indonesia.
Exactly.
And
Child support and I have to accept it.
It's
Oh my
also
God.
because
No
the
worries.
only income at the moment, and it's making you nervous.
well, yeah, she doesn't want like a
Stop
job.
fretting
So I'm
about it.
always nervous.
Everything will be fine.
What about this
We will
doesn't
never
seem like the
allow
perfect
this to go
situation
without,
to you?
and we will work hard for our future.
We're in the middle of a public park talking about our finances.
Me and Alice still your
Like,
priority.
I
I'm
don't
sitting
know.
on a picnic
You
table.
and
Yeah,
Alice
come on, bro.
are
Like,
always a priority. You will always be priority. But you will. But Jenica is also.
No, it's priority. It's gonna be
Jenica.
like on the top.
what a name, yo.
Here's where the toxic thing. She's like, you got to put me above the daughter you already have.
That's hella toxic.
No, that's not priority.
Family's family.
That's how
man.
they
Come
are.
on now.
That's not priority.
But I mean, like, yeah, like in that
not
culture,
priority.
when you get a wife, you are supposed to take care of her like that. Low key.
Alright.
Well, you gotta wonder though if she's got a good life back in Indonesia. I mean, is she just doing this for love? Because a lot of the times they just want like they're coming from
Where
a
am I?
poor background, or they're really like thinking like I want a better life here in America. This seems like it would be a step down for her. So I don't know what the deal is.
I think she actually does love him. I think he just, and he kind of bragged a little
Yeah.
bit probably about what he
He
had.
probably was. Yeah, he probably
Um,
misled her.
He's just lying in
for
the
sure.
DMs. But yeah, like I think that she really loved him. But it's just a clash of cultures here where I think like he thinks he's doing enough, but literally
He
in
probably-
cultures like that, the wife is supposed to be number one priority because she's about to have and raise your offspring. So you're supposed to treat her X, Y, and Z, pay a dowry. You know what I'm saying? Like in that culture, it's supposed to be that way. And
Well,
yeah.
yeah, and he probably like embellished. He's probably like instead of apartment, he was like, I have a condo. You
Yeah.
know. And
Yeah, so that's why you
There's
don't
a lot
lie
of
to DMs.
sacrificing in relationships, right? A lot of sacrificing, a lot of adapting to do.
relationships can be that way. You know, it's
Yes.
yeah, everyone's got to give a little. You know, and sometimes you got to compromise. It's very true.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
don't whine about it.
yeah, don't,
Sacrifices, Dreamville.
Here we go.
Find
Well,
have the
who
clip.
said
so
it
J.
best
Cole
here?
verse only.
Let's see who said it best here. How about the go? How about the go?
No. I want just to
Just
just
the
hook.
instrumental. Just the instrumental. Just the...
Shut up. Let's say sacrifices.
Here we go. Sacrifices. And we'll clip this. We'll clip this and
There it is. You gotta make sacrifices.
And this is Earth Day. Yeah.
That's
Wait,
me.
is
That was me
Earth
in a
Day?
yes. That was me in a relationship. I met my girlfriend like
Like I've
Alright,
given
This
up
should be
so
this should be a
much.
TLC bumper between commercials and stuff.
huh.
But
Huh.
You said
Huh.
TLC.
Just say huh.
TLC needs to just like be honest with their branding.
an
They're
idea.
like, look, you watch this to feel better about your life. Like that's the point of this clip. We're picking on this guy in his dirty apartment. I mean, we want good things for people. We hope he
Did I
got
already
his
show
life
you
together,
how
cleaned
Miyazaki
his
hates his
place.
son?
Yes, yeah, we
Alright,
did.
showed
We
you
did
that?
see that. We
Did
did.
we
That's-
talk
that-
about that already?
We
I
did.
think we did,
We
yeah.
saw the trailer. We saw the trailer.
It is
He
a
hates his son.
complicated relationship. It is.
And,
This
and
is
is
always
there any
me.
more news on that? Has there been any more drama since he walked out of the premiere?
No, I don't know.
I think that's just how they are.
They just don't, they don't like. They
Well,
don't,
but-
he doesn't respect him, man.
Can somebody fill me on an Andrew Callahan allegations? Because the
Who's
Dolph
Andrew
Twins
Callahan?
documentary is one of my favorite documentaries. And
Now, can you guys fill me in? I heard there's something about this guy, but who
Yes.
is he?
Andrew
Who is
Callahan.
okay, so he's sort of a grassroots. He used to be part of this channel called All Gas No Breaks, who would do sort of on the
he?
street
So okay,
interviews.
he did stuff for like Vice. Is he like one of those kind of like?
He's that
By
journalist.
now he's an independent journalist. Yes.
Mm.
And he just did a movie with Tim Heidecker for HBO and things, like getting really popular and stuff, but
Oh.
was accused of sexual misconduct allegations. I just didn't.
Well, no, that's kind of vague. I know we don't get too blue on the show here, but
Whoa,
like,
whoa.
are we talking like a little like harassment, or are we
No,
talking
that's
like
Andrew
real
Callahan.
like crimes?
He's
Not
Andrew
that
Callahan.
harassment's
No,
okay
this is-
either. He's
These,
awfully
I
young.
think are just allegations, I think. But
He
Tim
looks so-
Heidecker said...
in his red jacket.
Let's look up the Tim Heidecker response.
Okay, well, before we do that, I just want to show you this, and this, I think, explains... Did you see him on Don Lemon?
No,
No, I don't know him all too well. I just know the Dolph Twins documentary.
All right, well, listen to this.
Okay.
This is before the documentary. He's out here. He's talking to CNN about the documentary.
Gotcha.
Watch what happens.
I'll listen.
24-hour news cycle, and how I think mainstream media, like Fox and even CNN, like competes for views by running constant 24-hour news cycles based upon fear, division, outrage, and panic. Probably
He's
to
not
sell
wrong.
ads. So it's not just about the Capitol riot.
Yeah, I'm not
Now listen to this.
exactly sure. First of all, I don't agree with what you're saying, but I'm not exactly sure of how that played into people going into the Capitol and rioting on January 6th. There's nothing fake about CNN.
Oh, I'm not saying like fake news. I'm just saying ramping people up and increasing division during that period of time. Just watching people kind of fall down the rabbit hole and be pushed into action.
Now,
and, like,
anytime someone speaks the
just-
truth, what
yeah.
happens?
falling down the conspiracy rabbit hole.
I think more
He's
people
done.
would
Not that he's done.
Look
It's just
at
they're gonna try
Don
to take
Lemon.
him
Okay.
down.
consider,
I-
what's happening online and.
Oh, you think the
what
Matrix
happened
got
with the
it?
No, I don't. I'm not like that. I just think that when you are in media and you're delivering news in a centrist,
No, I get it.
He pissed a lot of people
No,
off,
like, the
even
way-
with the movie.
just the way he does media, he's a force to be
Uh-huh.
reckoned with. And when you say things how you say
Yeah,
things,
yeah.
like how he just did, and you have a platform, that's a force to be reckoned with. He's a young
Absolutely.
guy. He has young
Yeah.
people. Like, they always try to fuck that up. So that's why I think
Mm-hmm.
that these allegations are coming out. Not necessarily to, like, I'm not a conspiracy guy. It just makes sense that, like, oh, let's try to throw some mud on this guy who is doing
Right,
really
like
good
maybe-
journalism, really, what's it called? Objective journalism, centrist journalism, and showing that both sides have problems rather than just being, oh, this
Right.
side is right, that side is right.
Because that's
So-
why he's getting enemies from both sides. Is because he was the type of interviewer that would take people's word from the street. He would take always from both sides.
Call
Of course,
out.
that's
Yeah, no matter.
basically what the documentary is. It's just those
Well,
honest
it'll
reviews.
make you enemies for sure, and I'm sure. Look, I think everyone should take the things like that seriously, certainly. But like you said, the timing of things, whenever they're about to, like you said, like literally, like I'm going to tell you some things you don't like. I'm going to directly challenge the authority of old media. Then, yeah, you're going to make a lot of. You're going to have a target on your back, probably. Regardless, I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know. This guy,
But
I
I
do
don't-
get
I
I
don't
do
know
get
how
kind of a
deep the allegations
dirtbag frat boy
Yeah.
vibe from him a little bit.
Yeah.
But I agree with what he was saying to Don there, though, because they don't like to be called out, but.
Yeah, for
it's like,
sure.
come on, like you guys do love when you watch CNN, it's always breaking news, and breaking news, you're like, what? Something just happened, and it's like breaking news. It's more of this. What we're already, and I'm like, okay, there's a lot of sensationalizing.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's saying, it is cable. Like at the end of the day, they are treating it like ratings. So, what's this you said? So Tim Heidecker and him
yeah, I was
just
about to
made a
say.
movie.
And yeah,
Oh,
they
what
made
is
a
his
movie
name?
together, and I guess we're planning on just doing this whole thing together because he's been independent ever since he left All Gas No Brakes. I don't know.
For Vice.
Yeah, they did the collab on that documentary that came out on HBO, and then when this came out, he instantly severed ties with them.
Listen, I wanted to start the show today to just
I've never seen this, but I just know that
acknowledge
part
these,
of the
Uh-huh.
situation.
allegations.
I don't know if it's Callaghan or Callahan. I've heard so
Right,
many
because
different.
sometimes it's both. Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
Irish name.
Come
He
the
kept
fuck
it
out of here.
ambiguous on purpose,
Not knowing where to look. But,
so they wouldn't
I
find
also
him.
wanna
So they wouldn't get him.
apologize for not
This is, I
speaking
guess,
out
Tim
Hiding in
Heidecker's
plain sight.
probably lesser known
about this, I
podcast.
think.
It probably
You know,
doesn't do very well.
we
I gotta admit, Tim Heidecker,
Yes,
I've
it's
always
very
found like Tim and Eric's
painful
sketches
week
very
for
funny.
us,
Him as a
very
person, he's very serious though. He's very. I thought he'd be like very funny in real life. He's very. I don't want to say grouchy,
Sort of
but
dull. Yeah.
we know how like a lot of alt comedians though, like, and he is
Seems
part
like
of that
he'd be
sort of
rude
alt
to you on the
comedy scene.
production team.
A lot of comedy
Well-
comedians are surprisingly not
Just sort of get it done.
not that carefree.
See, he seems like someone that says "excuse me" a lot.
Well,
Yeah,
here's the
and
thing.
do you know who I am?
Well,
yeah.
like when he did that like parody of like Joe Rogan, I thought it was really funny. And I'm not like a big Joe Rogan guy, but like I'm a casual like listener. Like if he has a guest on, I like, so I'm like, oh, this is pretty accurate. It's pretty funny, and I thought it was in good nature. But then I found out like he actually hates him, and I'm like, oh well, then I don't know. I don't like parody where someone like actually hates the person.
Oh wow, he actually
Not
hates
Yeah.
him.
down a peg.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
he
like
thinks
not
he's like a
now.
real-
It's not a joke.
Yeah, exactly. Then it feels like, oh, well, if it's coming from that place, because I thought it was actually kind of a funny like spoof of it, because he's got like the Fuddruckers sign behind him, and his guest is like, I'm like an atheist who believes in God, and he's like, yeah, man, yeah, Steve, yeah, I know what you mean. I'm the same way, like, in the way those are.
I mean, that's pretty much his interviews, and it's like, and
You
it's
gotta,
like,
you gotta have
what
elk
if-
meat.
We did produce the movie.
Give it up to
you know,
him.
and
He's a good character actor. I like that on cinema as well.
That's what I mean. Like he's very talented.
He's little.
I think he just needs to lighten up a
But it's
little.
just a
Like,
movie, and I want to say that
He just needs to.
women
God, just.
Oh, we gotta believe
Get a
these
little
women
less
that came
serious.
forward.
It's not that.
totally condemn type of behavior.
Of course, with something like this, I guess.
Okay,
yeah,
so
it's
basically,
appropriate to
he
be.
doesn't like it.
And I
He doesn't
Well,
fuck
sure.
with it. I mean,
he
I
probably
get
had
it.
no idea.
He doesn't know
You
this
know.
kid from. He just
Blindsided.
met him. He literally
Lost
just
money
met
on
him.
it.
Yeah, professional relationships. You
yeah,
don't
he
know all
doesn't-
their.
He just knows he has
People
someone
always act
popping on
like
the
that because they
internet.
have a professional relationship with someone. Like, oh, you must know all the
He
bad
doesn't want to lose
things,
sponsors over this.
He shouldn't though. If he had nothing to do with it, you know, like
That's
how was he supposed to know?
So joining us now.
So, you know, and I'm gonna be, you know, just candid here. Did he like assault someone? Like, is it like that
No,
serious?
I don't know. I was hoping.
I mean,
you guys
that,
could fill me
that it's
in
not
on
all serious, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah,
some
I
like
mean, I
real
hope
like
it's
go to
not.
jail stuff. Like,
something. Yeah.
I mean,
Is
I
it
don't know
allegations
exactly
or
what
is it-
happened. I just know that they said that he made
Let's
sexual
just assume
advances.
he raped someone. Okay, I don't think we
Oh.
can say that actually.
well, I try to not assume the worst, but I mean,
Yeah, me
if
neither.
that's the
I don't
case,
know what's
then-
going on. I just know that they said unwanted sexual advances that he.
Yeah, I mean, I'm totally in
he
the
just
dark.
said,
I have
like,
no opinion
he
one
just
way or the
ignored
other.
their.
It
Uh,
may be.
Ignored their their dismissals. He just ignored the dismissals. I don't know what it was. Like, hey, maybe I want to kiss. No, still went for the kiss. Hey, I want to touch. No, went for the touch. Hey, I want to. No, I still want to. I don't know how severe
still
it is.
isn't
I just
good,
know
but
it's
yeah.
in that realm.
Yeah,
We don't.
yeah,
we don't have
well,
the details.
This is Koala
This is a
Gang.
family
we
show.
rank
This is-
things. We don't
We rank things. You
We
expect
don't-
us
we
to
rank
report
the
on this?
levels
We
of-
don't. We don't
Oh my
We're
god.
not involved
We
in
don't
this.
find
This is an
things
unusual
out.
episode.
unless it's in rank form.
No, exactly. We keep this a family show. You know, we're not here to pass judgment or weigh in on very troubling matters, and especially when we don't know. I don't even know who this guy was 5 minutes ago.
So now to wrap this up, have you guys seen this skit?
Is this from Mr. Show? Oh no, it's from Tim and Eric.
Have
No,
you-
I don't know if I've seen this one.
Have you
Bob
seen this skit?
Odenkirk.
Have you seen this skit?
Eric Warehouse.
Me neither.
No.
For years, my bowel movements were boring brown.
Oh, it's
solid lumps.
Bob
3
Odenkirk.
times a day.
Yeah, that's
Yep,
why I
very
clicked it. I've
talented.
actually
Oh,
never
that's why
seen.
you said
Never
Mr.
got to
Show.
miss a
I've never
single
seen Tim and
meeting
Eric
at work.
awesome show, whatever ever.
Then
Oh, it's
I decided
really
Oh,
weird.
Easy Cream.
I
Easy
bits and
Cream is an
pieces.
all-natural diarrhea inducer in an easy-to-use gel form.
Okay.
Just rub the gel on your hands and
Okay.
face, and if you wish, your feet.
If you wish, your
and
feet.
it works, huh?
It's like real. It's funny. They will get like real like celebrities to do like this like 3 a.m. like weird. Some of it's gross. Some of it is
The
just
fast
pure
acting mint flavored
surrealism.
cream works quick, and releases stimulants.
I know the,
and liquidizers, which takes
I mean, that's just what
John C.
Alexa
Reilly,
does.
he's the doctor.
Yeah, he would do like
Okay.
like Dr.
Okay.
Brule, yeah.
Yes, and he'd always say something like,
I don't know if I like that.
"Good for you." No, it's it's inducing. It's currently inducing.
I'm not here for all the pee pee and poo poo humor.
Yeah, that's.
no.
I think I grew up, Tim and Eric. Grow up. Join
Not all
me.
their stuff is that. I
mean,
like
no,
more their surrealist stuff, but you know,
There's
sketches.
that old meme.
What about them trying to talk about prices?
Hi, me Momo Tim Heidecker, and welcome to Discount Prices. I've got one
Oh,
night,
he
I've got
ripped
seven
off
nights, I've got 16
Tom
nights.
Tumbletuck with this.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
looks
that's
younger.
what it
Oh,
reminded me
Tom
a lot of the
Tumbletuck.
Tom Tumbletuck
Three, my
vibe.
prices are so small.
For those who don't know, that was a character we made a little film with in college.
A beloved character for the age.
Welcome to Eric's Premium Prices. I've got all the premium prices. I've got $19.99 for sale for $20. You come to me when you want
$19.99 for sale for $20.
Fine Europe.
$35.50 for $40.
Oh, lay an egg. Go to Tim's.
Oh, lay an egg.
Our $6.99s are down to $2.99.
Tim buys his prices from China. Mine are real. American made.
Who wants to pay a premium for prices? Come on down to Tim's discount prices and pay small prices.
Look at this discounted price. There's no meat. There's no fat. Stay in the water. I'm not going to serve you to my family.
Shoots him.
I'm not gonna serve you to my family.
Down here.
So stupid.
For the birds.
Tim's got crab prices. Kick it.
Just thinking how
Eric, get near you.
impossible.
He'll rape you.
Tim makes all the prices and sells them at a discount. That's bullshit.
This is definitely like a meta capitalist joke.
About local
Prices, I'm saying I got
commercials.
prices for sale. I got prices for sale. That's really what it all is. Just prices for prices. Oh wow. I
They can
imagine.
go.
I
See, I mean,
imagine
like
that
that.
there was a lot of stoners watching that. That was when I was
Oh,
too,
yeah.
I was young.
It
so
would
I
air
didn't-
at
I
like
didn't get
3
it.
a.m. on Adult Swim.
Yeah.
I mean, it really was that.
I remember
niche,
hearing
yeah.
that when I was like in middle school, and I'm like, why would people watch this? I could see it if you're stoned and with your
I
friends.
believe
That'd be fun. as
early
fuck.
Reddit users gave this one 10 out of 10, A+, S rank.
Well, I'm glad, man. That's what I give it to. Is that what the Koalas give it, or?
It depends on the skit.
It's okay.
You know, Tim and Eric. It depends
Yeah, it
on.
depends on the one.
Have you
Yeah,
seen the one
yeah,
with
yeah.
Paul Rudd? Have you seen the one before we go? I
yeah,
think
let's
we
check
should do the
that
Paul
out.
Rudd.
Let's check that
Tim
one.
and Eric. It's
I've
Celery
just seen
Man.
sort of the more famous one.
Here it is. I think it's Celery Man. No, it's right there. Yeah, Tim and Eric.
Celery
Celery Man, right there.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
And Paul Rudd is like an A-lister. Like,
Oh, sure.
doing
Even
this.
back then.
it's just surrealist.
Even back then when he was doing...
Me and
When
Mr.
he was
Rollins
fucking
love
getting
this
his
one.
ass plugged in Judd Apatow movies.
Computer load up Celery Man, please.
Yes, Paul.
What the fuck?
He's real serious about it.
I like how he has to go to this like private like
Yeah.
fucking.
Did you kick up the 43D 3D Street?
Add sequence. Oyster.
Get it.
Give me a printout of Oyster smiling. Computer.
Nice.
Do we have any news sequences?
I have a beta sequence I've been working on. Would you like to see it?
All right.
Okay.
All right. You got to think about it.
I'm Tane, your latest dancer.
Uh.
Can't wait to entertain you. Now, Tane, I can get in.
Man, the internet used to be so simple.
Arcane I can get into. All the windows it opens.
Could I see a hat wobble?
Yes.
And a flower style?
Can I see a hat wobble?
Flarg and
Is
stuff.
there any way to generate a nude Tane?
Not computer.
A nude.
Please repeat.
Nude Tane.
And that's what it always leads to. It always leads to Rule
Yeah.
34.
Doesn't like what he sees.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Your wife is on the phone. It's an emergency.
I'll get it later. We have enough work to do.
This is like when you're like 4 years old and you're like, what do adults do at work on the computer? And you're like, something like this. They just like type things in,
Oh my god.
drink their coffee.
Man. That's great, yo.
Oh, Celery Man.
Tane. They should call this
Ugh.
episode Tane.
Be
Alright, yo.
entertained.
Well, yeah, be entertained. That's this episode, Qualber Gang. We're about to hit you with a quick fire one. I'm just going to end the stream and be right back. Take a little brief intermission. I'm going to cut that shit out and cut this shit out. But yeah, this is the outro for real now. So this is Koala.
Call it entertain. Call it entertain.
Call it entertain. This is Koala Bear Gang.
Enter the tane.
Hope you guys loved it. And don't forget to check them link trees that keep popping up in the episode. I know you're trying to ignore it, but check them out.
Please pause the episode. Please.